Your choice. Alright, come on, stream. I believe in you. Maybe. Aha! Alright. You would give the recap, Dante.
Oh, no, that's pants. Anyway. On the last episode of Darkened Skies, we found ourselves in Caer Heindel, which is one of the regional castles, and Dante found himself as the sort of, or sorry, Leon Sablethorn is a character, found himself receiving a tour of the castle, meeting all the important people and generally getting a lay of the land while most of our characters were busy sitting in jail cells trying to figure out how to not do that. Upon finding jail cell keys, we were able to troll the guards long enough for them to get distracted and then realize that their jail was dumb, and we just kept getting out. So they put us in some different rooms, which caught Leon's attention. He got us out of trouble by hiring us. Then he stabbed the captain of the guard, sacrificed her to a demon, summoned that demon, and then we had to bamboozle some more guards into believing that summoning a demon was not what we wanted to do. And then we did that, chased after the demon, kind of, sort of. Let's see here. And then after the demon fled into the hills, we came back to the castle with a piece of his horn, telling the local guards that he was dead. And that convinced them to give us access to the library, which, in Zahir's estimation, is of no use. And this is where we leave off today.
Very good. You can take your inspiration.
Thank you.
Now, you have searched through the library, found nothing of real use to you, and I believe your plan for this session was to make your way out of the castle and head south to the capital of the rebellion. Is this correct?
Yep.
Alright, very good. Do you have anything you want to do in Caer Heindel before you leave?
Nothing specifically for me. I would like to inspect the alchemist's rooms above us. Perhaps there are some potions of use to us.
Aoife will speak up. Aye, we can give you access to that. Let me go grab the key. He'll shuffle over to his desk. We'll shuffle. Alright, let's go. Right, heading up to the second floor of the tower, we'll find a similar room to the one currently located here. Alchemist labs, shelves filled with potion ingredients, a desk on research. I need to enter on in. Alright, take a look around. If there's something I can grant you, then you're welcome to have that potion.
Can I roll for investigation to see what's here?
Sure.
I should also roll. I'm gonna check. Let's see. Oh, oops. Wrong. That's the wrong character there. Oh, it's the same. It's the same. 15.
Alright. Zahir and Morkag, you both would find several potions of interest. Most of them are potions of healing, just basic potions of healing. However, there is a total of 3 potions of climbing, 2 potions of hill giant strength, 4 potions of greater healing, and a single potion of heroism.
Ooh.
What does Potion of Heroism do?
It grants the drinker a 10 temporary hit points that last for 1 hour, and you are under the effect of a bless spell for the duration. No concentration required on that.
Oh, that's fancy.
Really good. We're never gonna use this. We're gonna save it for the big battle, and so we're never gonna use it. So is he letting us have these wonderful potions?
He is allowing you to take what you need within reason.
Oh,
I would recommend grabbing at least a couple of the healing potions.
How many of these healing and greater healing potions could you spare?
Well, I believe we can spare about 12 basic healing potions and 2 of the greater.
I will absolutely take 12 healing potions.
Yeah,
Do you wanna just disperse those between us?
yeah, we should, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
and then put the greater, give the greater healing potions to the backliners, just so they can go shove it in somebody's face if they need to.
Yeah.
Should we ask for the potion of heroism? I guess that would be too unreasonable, right?
I mean, ask them.
I shouldn't ask him. I'm gonna nudge the paladin, the white guy, to ask him.
Yes, what about the potion of heroism?
We could part with that, but it does help us here with our defenses if it comes to it.
Perhaps I can put a word in to help you get resupplied on that, if you don't mind us borrowing it. We are going to be going through rather dangerous territory on the way back.
Well, then by all means, take it.
Thank you.
Of course.
Your generosity will be remembered.
I don't know if you know this, friendship, but you're muted.
Sorry, there's a bunch of stuff happening behind me.
Oh,
my god!
I did not expect that.
I know, that was startling.
You see?
Alrighty then.
Is there anything else I can help you with?
That should be all for now.
Very good, very good. You'll make his way into this stairwell. Then close and lock the door after you guys all leave.
Alright, so in total I've got 12 healing potions, 2 greater healing potions, and 1 potion of heroism. Who wants to carry the potion of heroism? That's my question.
I think Leon should.
Considering he's a frontliner and also probably going to want as much protection as he can get, yeah.
Yeah,
Makes sense to me.
I'm just
So-
an archer.
Myself and Whackman will keep the potions of greater healing, and then everyone receives 3 potions of healing.
3 potions.
Very good.
Good.
I am good with calculation.
So, I'll lead the way, boss. Says Markek to Leon.
Okay. I would start leading the party then south to through the Legion territory to the capital.
Alright, very good. As soon as you leave Kerhendel, you feel a certain connection you previously did not really know of, but now that it's gone, it's obvious. Your connection to Raj the Unchained has been severed.
I do not think that bodes well for our demon friend.
And the crap I had to go through to get. Oh, yes, unfortunate.
I imagine he was not easy to summon.
Alright.
Oh, he came perfectly of his own accord. I didn't know what you mean.
I see. Can I roll insight? I think is what that is. Check to see whether anybody's lying to me.
But I'm totally not lying it out of my ass. Maybe you could try.
Oh!
Close.
Oh, so close.
But no dice.
Yeah, it's pretty truthful. Alright, before you left the castle, did you try to requisition some horses? Because currently, you're only given those horses to hunt down the demon.
Oh,
I would ask if they have any horses to spare. I don't need any war horses or anything.
The stable boy would speak up. Aye, we have a couple riding horses, the ones that you took before. Those can be granted to you on your expedition. Aye.
I do not suppose you have a camel.
What's a camel?
This place is strange.
Do I know what a camel is?
Yeah, what's like the nearest desert region?
The nearest desert region would probably be the place that Zahir's from, Helios. Let me look at my map of world. Make sure that is proper. Yeah, would be Helios.
I mean, Leon might know that just from being well educated.
You make me a nature check. Morcag, you have no idea what a camel is.
Yeah, I don't know what the hell you're talking about. Camel.
With your training, your tutorage being a noble, you would know what a camel is.
I don't believe you're going to find one of those anytime soon in these lands.
A pity. They're much better riding companions than horses. Very much so smarter.
Well, hopefully, if my abilities grow, I'll be able to make you a camel. Whatever that is.
Perhaps.
Yes, well then, shall we be on our way?
Yeah, sure. You're our boss. Lead the way.
Alright, do you want to go at a fast, slow, or normal pace?
Until we hit the Legion border, we can go at a normal pace.
Alright,
Yeah.
that means that is 6 miles per hour.
I have a question. Can I use my ability to increase the party's speed without adding deficits?
What do you mean?
So I noted in the rule editions that you had that like a couple of house rules that faster speed would increase your chance for a bad encounter. Would I be able to use my... See if I can find the name of the ability here real quick. My survivor ability to increase overland travel speed by 50%. Would that add the detriment of a faster travel speed, or would that just simply have us go faster?
That goes just as you go faster. The change is you have the normal, the fast, and the slow speed. Those are the things that actually change the encounter chance.
Okay, gotcha. So I can just buff the team. That's what I wanted to know.
Yeah, your
Cool.
buff
So I will use
applies
that.
to all 3 forms of travel. Alright, so you have a 50% boost, which means instead of 6, it becomes a 9 per hour. Go into my DM map tool so I can see what I'm seeing. Oh, and doop, 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 doop. There you go. Driving along down the road to the southeast.
Ooh.
1 hour passes, and you see up ahead the road curves to the southwest. You continue eastward or southeastward, or turn to the southwest.
I believe, yep, it would be eastward is the way to go.
That's 1 hour of travel. Another hour of travel. I'm assuming you're going to ignore these 2 paths as well.
Mm-hmm.
You're still on a main road, so encounters happen every 4 hours, so you've only gone 2, so you're good. Get here. And almost another hour later, you make your way to what appears to be an inn. It's strange. The sign outside the inn, if you choose to stop and read it, appears to be in the shape of a rabbit.
I'd slow down enough to see what it says, but if it seems to be any random inn and nobody's complained about needing a rest, I just move through.
The sign reads The Quaint Bunny Bar.
Bunny bar.
I think I'm just going to move through.
Alright.
Oh, but I want to visit the bunny bar. It's not like we're in a
Doesn't
hurry.
sound like that kind of.
It's not like we're in a hurry, right? We could stop by, get a grab to eat, fill up before we need to rest.
I'm not sure food is necessarily what our friend is interested in eating.
Let's get a move on.
Alright.
I waved goodbye at the bar.
Right. Another hour passes, you're at hour 3.
This time, since I noticed the eastward side road, I'd like to head along there.
So you want to head to this one?
Mm-hmm.
Alright. Alright. Almost to the 4th hour, you reach what appears to be a massive grape orchard. Vines line the area, while a bunch of large barrels filled with grapes are being smushed by farmers. Appears to be a vineyard. You have made your way to the Dogwood Vineyard.
Ooh.
What's the time of day?
Let me see, it's almost 4 hours past when you left, so it would be about 11:45 a.m.
It has been some time since I've come across the vineyard. Perhaps this one is of some repute. I say we should stop and find out.
Plus, the sun is
For
way
any
up in the
particular
sky.
reason?
Lunch?
Do you not enjoy wine?
You make a fair point. Fine, if you want to stop and rest for a bit, we can do so.
Alright.
Zaire would try to find the sort of boss of the place to try and inquire about purchasing some wine.
Alright. Here we go. We are on the NPC map now. Go find the boss's token.
Hey, where am I hostel?
You're not. That's just so if you look down at these NPCs, I'll give them Halo so you can actually see what they are.
Oh,
Like, Tegan Pierce was friendly, and then you killed her while.
And now they're
whoa,
indifferent.
wait. I didn't kill her. He did.
That's true.
This guy. I'm innocent of this crime.
That is true. See.
The body is indifferent. The spirit might be.
Yeah, you better hope ghosts aren't a thing in this world.
Oh, they are.
Oh, God.
That's gonna be an angry fucking ghost.
We have an alibi. We were in jail.
Alright, there she is. Or he, sorry. Bam.
Oh, look at that. Dogwood.
Alright, you'd make your way to the manor house upon the vineyard to find this man sitting upon the porch reading a book. He would look up at your approach. Can I help you?
Hello there, good sir. My companions and I were looking for a place just to perhaps grab a quick meal or drink if you have anything available.
Well, we aren't much of a restaurant here, but if you're looking to purchase wine, we do have fine stocks available for trade.
I could take a look at that, yes.
Ah, very good then. You'll place a small piece of cloth where he's at in his book, close it and put it upon his table. This way, this way. I'll show you to the wine cellar, where we keep all of our fine wines.
All right.
Just gonna move on down, lead you behind the manor to a large stairwell heading down.
Gonna move on down to Unfriendly Town.
Well, it was a really good book, okay? Now you're disturbing him, now he has to go work. Sour his mood.
Alright, here we are. We have some fine selections here, all properly aged for perfection. You're looking for fine quality wines, those would be in that section there. If you're looking for some more of the royal wines, you do look the part for such fine taste. Be in that area there, and you'll point off to the southern end of the hall. You're looking for more of the adventuring type. We do have some alchemically enhanced wines here. Otherwise, if you have any questions, you can let me know. I'll be here.
All right, I shall, and I'll look to the rest of the party. So, anything take of interest to you?
Oh, the alchemically enhanced wines seem rather interesting to me.
Yes. What kind of price range are we looking at for those wines?
Those ones are a bit expensive sign, but I believe you can afford that, so depends on the quality of the wine and the type of wine. If you're looking for those that can aid you in defense, those would normally run about 250 gold a bottle. Looking for those that can provide you strength, those ones run 300 gold a bottle. You're looking for those that enhance one's speed, those ones are worth 500 gold a bottle. We also have a few potions that are alchemically treated wines that allow you to breathe underwater. Those ones run 250 gold. Effectively, these wines act as potions of water breathing, speed, resistance, or hill giant strength.
And do they have multiple uses?
They do, yes.
Okay. Now, Leon is planning to cut through the forest territory in the Legion lands. So, what kind of enemies are we expecting to meet going through that territory?
Give me a nature check.
I guess I'll give it a twirl as well.
I don't fucking know.
Smart.
Let's see. Synth Woods. What do you tell me about your encounter types? There you are. Changes. There we go. Alright. Well, Leon, you know obviously about the normal animals, wolves, a couple bears call home to that forest, boar. It's a prime spot for the hunting trips that your father often goes on. Before the war, that is. Now it's kind of difficult things. In regards to things that are not animal in nature, there has been known to be beasts of monstrous nature, aberrations, as they're normally called, as well as monstrosities such as griffins and manticores. A couple wyverns call the forest home. You would also know this, Morcag. See, let me go this again. There's also known to be several bandit organizations that call home, or that call that forest home. One such organization known as the that's why I'm in the C's list. There we go. One such organization is called the Woodland Rangers. They are something that Morcag would know are often have bounties upon them. Decent coin can be made if you can acquire their outfit.
Ooh.
Are they more Legion sided or Rebel sided?
They are more
Or neutral?
They're equal opportunity. They will attack either side.
Mm-hmm.
There's also a elven city within that forest. They are not too keen on outsiders, but they do not attack on sight. So they're not like the elves of the Tylean woods. They're a bit more friendly in that regard.
In terms of a simple question, would you have anything that is easy drinking but perhaps not in the kingly stature? As you can tell, I am not much one for fancy, but I enjoy a good wine.
We do have some more of the common quality wines, or the fine quality if your budget's a bit more than common. If you're looking for such things, most of the common wines run between 2 and 10 gold a bottle. The fine wines run between 10 and 50 gold a bottle.
Zahir does what he would perceive as a nod, which is like this awkward, weird thing with his shoulders, and everybody's like, the fuck is he doing? And then he'll just kind of like saunter over to the fine wines and start looking through them.
Alright.
Yes, go ahead and pick out a bottle of what looks good to you. We can get a bottle of fine wine. That sounds good.
So, Leon,
Yes.
there are many opportunities that await us, but many dangers. I am tempted to suggest to get strength potion, or wine, strength wine.
Well, that does sound good. Unfortunately, I'm on a little bit of a budget right now, as much as I hate to say.
I got a bunch of money from. How much was it? The gold?
For the Hill Giant wine?
Yeah.
250 gold.
Can you provide half?
I've got 160, so yeah.
I'll provide the other half then.
Oh, fair enough.
Yeah, it should be noted that each of the magically enhanced wines have 4 uses.
Oh. It's very tempting. You should hold on to it. Seems like you'll be the most likely to use it as well.
Alright, so
Zahir will go and select a bottle that is labeled 45 GP, and he'll walk up to the owner and be like, "This bottle looks quite good. However, I believe you've overpriced it. Perhaps 38 GP would be of a better price."
Make a persuasion. He'll look at the bottle. Well, do believe you're right there. I can do 38 gold for it.
Excellent. And he'll give him the gold.
Very good. You can add Ronin Noir fine wine to your sheet.
And
Yes,
I'm sorry, you said Cronin as in Charlie Romeo?
like that. Also, just
Yeah.
just for ambient lighting.
Cronin, got it.
and I believe Wackman and I cough up the 125 each to get the Hill Giant wine.
All right.
Yep. I had 190, 65.
Don't you have more money than me?
Ambient music.
I rolled high on my gold checks.
All right. Very good. Very good. It's a fine selection there. And that wine is known as the Phoenix Rising.
Yeah. Feels good. So, and Leon will be holding it, since I don't need strength. It's a dumb stat for me. I'm a wizard. Archer. I'm an archer.
Actually,
I'll be using my bow until level 5, basically.
Alright, very good. Is there any other wines that you'd like to purchase here?
no, that'll be all.
Very good, very good. I'll show you on the way out then.
Thank you very much. And go ahead and mount up.
I mean, I know there's stuff going on Frenchie's side, but do you want to do something, Frenchie? I guess not. Feels bad. Oh, okay, good. It's writing in the map.
You're following and observing. Oh yeah. Alright. Leave the vineyard. Make your way following the path southeast. So you're 1 mile away from counter check. So,
Taking the path low down east. Fucking. I rewatched Afro Samurai recently.
you're normal. It's still at a normal pace, so that is not too high of a chance. You're on a decent road. Sub road though, so chance for that is list. Also in planes. Okay. Traveling along, you do not encounter anything. Anything of extreme interest. You see a few deer bounding away from your party. You're quite loud on the horses, but nothing barbaric or monstrous or anything like that.
Alright. Is the overworld open?
The overworld?
Yeah, I don't see it.
No.
Albion.
Alright, traveling on. Make your way another hour. Here, and up ahead you can see what appears to be a village bordering against the forest. There are a few plumes of smoke rising from it, obviously from a fireplace. And other than that, you see the large forest behind it that appears to be coniferous in nature. Large pine trees rising about 80 feet, 90 feet high.
So what's the terrain if we were to cut south now before the village?
Plain. Open plains.
Okay. And so we'd still be very visible then. So, yeah, we'll want to hit the forest. But I would prefer, because that village is so close to Legion territory, I would prefer to not be seen by anyone. So, what if we... Yeah, so I'll talk to the party about cutting east, trying to stay clear of the village, and then go straight into the forest from there to cut directly south.
I'm unfamiliar with these lands. Would it be strange for riders to bypass a village and go directly into the forest?
Well, for a hunting party, perhaps not. The biggest reason I wish to avoid it, though, is that around here I'm going to be somewhat recognizable. We are close to Legion territory.
Oh, I have no doubt as to your reservations at the moment. However, I just don't want us to be immediately suspicious by not doing something.
Yes, fair enough. Well, the rest of you, would you prefer to stop in the village quickly, or shall we head straight to the forest? Either way, we're not staying there. We're going to be camping in the forest for the night.
Oh, lovely. And that's because you don't want to be spotted by the Legion, you say?
Yes.
Ooh.
They will recognize me in an instant.
Right. You're the bad guy.
For now, yes.
Right. But if this village is affiliated with the Legion, should we burn it down? Isn't that how it goes?
Well, okay, so this is something Leon would definitely do if this is a Legion-affiliated village, but based on what I'm seeing here on the border, it is still Rebellion.
It is Rebellion Village, yes.
Yeah, so
Right. Rebellion.
if it was Legion, he would think about it, trust me.
Against the Legion.
The problem
That's
is...
where I am.
Yeah. The problem is, when you get to territories close to enemy borders, not everyone is a trustworthy face. You might have some who are sympathetic to others' causes. This is why I would prefer to avoid the risk.
That's the
Even stopping at
case.
the vineyard was a little much for me.
That's the case. We could probably go in and get you a disguise then, if that's so important to you. I mean, I'm just a hobgoblin. Who gives a shit about me? And I look at the weird skeleton man. Well, we can't fix that.
What?
So how about I and V go in and try and at least get you guys a couple of disguises, because I think it's gonna pop up in the future too, and I think that right now would be the ideal place, you know.
If you're so worried about my appearance, I can change it. However, I don't believe that we need to overcomplicate the matter. Simply avoiding the village, but not appearing to avoid it, may be the best way to go. Skirt it several hundred yards away, simply passing by.
I agree with that then.
Sounds fair to me. Shall we then?
Yes.
So we'll go ahead and just kind of skirt around the village and make our way into the forest.
Right.
If we can just kind of head directly east, like we're heading just straight for the forest.
Okay, let's see. Once you get to here, you lose the road bonus to travel. That's almost half an hour to get there. Let's see. Now your speed is reduced by that. Okay.
Hopefully we just look like a hunting party.
You're gonna want to head south now, or southeast, right?
Yeah, south.
So who else has a bow?
Right. That is 1 hour to get there.
Just you, Hunter.
Actually, starting to think.
We're a hunting party. Only one of you's a longbow.
You're now off-road and in a forest, so counter checks are a bit more frequent.
Oh boy,
However, you still don't have one yet.
I hope it's not a bear.
I'm free
Okay.
from background noise.
So something I haven't thought of previously, what we could do is actually cut straight across southeast and get to the forest road, and then from there we'd be in complete rebellion territory, and then we can travel by road from there.
So the point is to like get here, right?
Yeah. Originally I was thinking of going down that way, but that's a lot of forest. Here we can just cut across and then we'd have road from there. Still a little bit longer, but it'd be safer.
Well, I was gonna say, do we have a canoe? I could have used the word.
Okay.
I mean, anybody got good woodcutting skills?
Oh, I wish.
Possibly a rune axe, dragon axe?
I got a small knife.
I'm from a desert region. Water does not really mix with me.
Alright then, in that case, yeah, I agree. We'll just go this way.
Nor does it mix with my scroll rack when the canoe eventually rolls.
If it helps, though, we can actually follow the river, since the road seems to connect to it.
Yeah, I was gonna say, like, do you have a map and a compass?
Yeah, so let's head to the river and follow along it.
Or follow the river?
All right. On the river. Map was loaded.
Oh. Is the DM rolling dices? Oh no. He's taking out another book.
Guys made that.
Yeah, I fully expect that encounter at some point here.
It's gonna be a Spinosaurus.
Okay, that's 2 hours, 1 more hour, and then you have an encounter.
We could have had a nice village encounter. But no.
I'm actually going to be stopping you here because you're going to see something. Not
You
sure
were
about
merely
that.
interested in observing whether there were any fresh graves. Don't lie.
Oh dear.
About 4, almost 5 p.m. at this point, when up ahead you see a change in the forest. The trees are thicker here. They are taller, and there are things built upon them. If you're being stealthy, let me know.
Oh god, why are we being stealthy?
I mean, we could start being stealthy.
Wait, do we...
Would we have to leave the horses behind if we wanted to be stealthy?
What would be the check to get an idea of what's living up there?
Would be first a perception check to see if you notice anything, and then it'd be a nature check after that.
Okay.
I don't have my character to do a skill check with, unfortunately.
And if being stealthy would mean leaving the horses behind, then no.
Alright. I'll try then. Well, perception.
Being not
Oh, never
stealthy,
mind then.
something will occur. Let me go and grab a map for this. Map. Grab a forest map. Let's see. There's a map.
Well, I suppose my passive perception would be a 12, but that actual roll was a 7, so I'm not sure which way that puts it.
Oh, I mean, I'm using the, if you go in the token map, on the top right where it says select map, you can just go back to the, NPC map to where your token is.
see.
Oh, I
it's
don't see
this
it,
map.
too.
Here we go.
I still don't see shit.
Oh my god, we're all blind.
I mean, Zahir is only not blind through magic, so I suppose, the fact that he can see the trees in front of him is probably a benefit.
If we had unlocked the Bunny Bar event, all of these roll would have been used there. I'm just saying.
I'm gonna go and copy your tokens and put them on this map.
Oh, no, we
Okay.
can switch between maps, we're alright.
Well, I need to put your tokens on them.
Oh.
Let's see.
We updated both.
Switch to the woodland encounter map. I'll put your vision where you'd be. Go grab your horses.
Never rolled.
Rhinemark Cavern.
Feels bad.
How do I switch?
Click on the top right, you'll see a little world, and then select map. Click that, and then click on woodland encounter in the drop down.
Oh, I never knew about that.
It's really neat. Oh, look at that! Oh, that's where we are. Oh, wait, no, that's not us. Oh, yes, it is us.
There you go. Alright. You guys would be upon your horses, riding to the east. There we go, now it looks better. I wanted your horse to look that way. With your past perceptions, me check to see if you are actually notice them.
Pass.
Well, for me.
16.
Oh.
I did not have it on my token.
Oh, isn't it really? Oh, my passive perception is 10. Yeah, it is 10. Oh my god.
Alright. No one but Varen notices that as you swiftly approach this tree-like structure ahead, there are creatures atop it, and they all have arrows. And, well, bows knocked with arrows aimed in your general direction.
Oh, I was gonna say, if they just have arrows, I'm really not that concerned.
Out of the shadows,
Bows make them dangerous.
trees south of you, a couple figures will step out, bows in hand, arrows knocked.
Ugh, elves.
They will be speaking in Elvish, yes, as you are.
Oh, I speak Elvish! I understand them! Ha
And so would I.
I think all of us
If I
speak Elvish,
heard them.
so
Oh.
we're good.
I don't!
How do you not speak Elvish? Aren't you the guy with like 1,000 languages?
Yes, I find Elvish difficult. I do not like to talk about it. It's too frilly of a language. Everything is romantic. I don't understand.
Very well.
What brings you here, humans?
Well, I imagine that mildly shocked me, considering I didn't notice them. And in Elvish, you said?
Yeah,
Then
Elvish.
in Elvish, I'll respond, we're simply traveling through, trying to make it to the other end of the forest. We have no business here with anyone. We mean no harm.
That was mostly directed at V and Leon.
Isn't Leon a half-elf?
Mm-hmm. Although I don't think that actually helps much.
Feels
really.
bad.
But he's mistaken for a
I'm
human
not
correctly.
sure. Why did you mother a human and then look at me? What is this thing saying?
Oh. They're asking why we're here. But they said human.
Then make
I
your
was
way
confused.
south,
Okay.
east. There's nothing for you.
Let me just check here.
According to our maps, east is the closest
Can
we
I,
have.
can I cast comprehend languages on somebody else?
Oh, I think Frenchie's trying to say something here.
Oh,
Yeah, Vern will walk over to the elves and say, East is the fastest way out of this forest. If you want us gone, why would you stop us that way?
yes, he makes a fair point. We're simply traveling along the river to get to the roads.
You are not welcome in our city.
Your city looks around at the tree.
Looking a bit closer, you notice that the giant tree with the structure upon it appears to be some form of watchtower. Looking a bit past that, you can see trees about 100, 200 feet off. They're fairly open in this area about that point. They are also covered in structures and rope bridges swirling between the trees. Appears to be an elven city ahead.
And your
Lord
city-
Sablethorn, if they truly do not wish us to be anywhere near their city, would it not be...
And he's just sort of like leaning forward and like whispering to him so that the guards can't hear him, but Leon can.
Would it not be expeditious for them to guide us around their city?
That is what I was thinking, yes. So I return in Elvish. Perhaps if you wish to watch us around this city, we do wish to continue along the river as much as possible, but we will not trespass through your city if that is what you wish. If you could guide us around, perhaps?
Make a persuasion.
Counter, there we go. Shut up.
Oh, luck die.
Yeah,
Oh god.
better.
Oh, there you go.
Oh, no. The luck die is just what, like 1d6 plus?
It's a d6 is if he has 15.
Oh, right, it's not
Yeah.
advantage. It's
Yeah.
1d. Okay. 1d6 plus something?
What's your luck
No.
score?
Yeah.
15.
Then you have a d6.
Yeah, so
just
roll
a d6 and
1d6.
add that to your number. Alright, so you have a 10. We will lead you. You'll be carefully watched. And
That's
there's
fine.
circle their hands a bit as 4 more elves appear out of the darkness. This way.
Insight, just to make sure that they're being honest.
Oh, gee.
They appear to want you out of their border. They will lead you safely, assumedly, and they do not have any desire to actually attack you unless you turn on them. They are very twitchy in that regard.
Yeah, fair
Alright.
enough. As long as they're willing to guide us around their city. I assume it doesn't cover the rest of the river.
No.
Yeah, so as long as they lead us back to the river on the other side,
Yeah.
that's all I care about.
Right, back to the map. These are being led by these elves.
Oh, jeez. Keep your hands where you can see him, guys. No brisk movements.
Right, you would be still following the river. They're leading you at the edge of their city. You can see that the city is actually pretty freaking big. About the same size as one of the larger cities in this region. City is now visible on your map. So, bam.
Can I make a check to kind of make an assessment as to the like outward defenses of the city?
Give me a marshal.
Ooh, a marshal. You got this. Qualis?
Or lust.
Eh.
Oh, it's a tree.
Never really dealt with a lot of defensive structures or anything like that, so you know that they're high up and they have a lot of arrows, so probably well defended.
Never underestimate the high ground, Anakin.
Well, maybe just burn down the tree. I saw that in a cinematic. Seemed to work.
Carrying on, they're leading you. Speed is reduced because of this. They lead you out of the city. You attempt to, after they leave your presence, in about 45 minutes, once you actually get out of the city's radius. You want to carry on or change direction or what?
What's the current time of day?
To that 45-minute travel, it would be 5:30.
We could. I think we should keep traveling. I think if we keep running at our current pace, maybe we'll make it out of the forest.
I'm not sure that we will make it by nightfall, and I do not desire travel in the forest such as this during night.
True.
Yeah. So when is sunset? When does it end?
Sunset, since you're in the middle of summer, begins at 9 p.m.
Oh, we're fine.
Sun rises at 5:20 a.m.
Ugh.
So we should be able to make it to the road at the least.
We have a
Yeah.
few more hours of travel.
Yeah, if it seems like we can make it to the road before sunset, then yeah, we'll keep going. If at the least, we'll keep going along the river until it starts to get dark, and then we can set up camp.
Horses make this very fast. Alright. An hour passes and you make your way up a cliff face. Well, more on the proper side of the cliff face, so you're looking down the cliff face on what appears to be a temple next to the river. You see there are figures walking about its grounds. Go and where is the there it is. There are priests walking about, and they are relatively unarmed or armored. They're all dressed in fine green robes.
Would they be priests of Dagda?
Give me a religion check.
I got decent. I'm gonna try as well. Religion.
Well, it's
I'm gonna see
fairly
if I can figure out who these guys are.
it's a fairly easy check for those who are native to Albion. So you would know that Elsa here wouldn't. You would know that these are priests to Cernunnos, the god of the hunt.
Ah, that was going to be Edorin's deity.
Oh. God of the hunt, you say? I have a bow.
You have reached the path, so you are able to head north and around the cliff face, heading down to the plains, or you may continue on your current direction, which will bring you to the church, or the temple grounds.
Let's see, and a temple of Cernunnos, they would be fair. They would be friendly to followers of Dagda, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. And it's starting to get late. It's 6:30, right?
Yeah, it's lunchtime, more or less.
6:30.
Second lunch.
Haha.
Well, if none of you have a problem with it, there's a temple to Cernunnos, a god of hunt, up ahead. We can ask if they would allow us to rest there for the night, or we can continue along the road down to the next. Where is the next village? Oh my, it's actually.
There's no harm in asking. I say we go for it. Plus,
Yeah.
it's a religious building. They probably have a great.
Hmm.
No, never mind.
I know. Not yet. We're not in the position. Anyways, any objections? Well then,
No objections from.
No, none for me.
all right. So Leon will lead the party up to the temple.
Right. Find its map. You know what if I failed to save it? Because I'm pretty sure I saved it. Oh, maybe it's in the subfolder. Yeah, it's probably. Yeah, I think that's it.
Well,
I have just clicked the wrong one. It was right below it. Nope, I saved over it. I'm a sad panda. That's really sad.
oh
That's
no.
really sad.
Is this where we're gonna have to use our imagination?
Imagination. Maybe I saved it in a different location. I'll check one more area. That won't work.
We really have us hunt for our own food.
Well, I can grab something that will work for it. Just go and switch on over to a different folder. Use different campaigns. Temple map. That would be found in this map. Here we go.
You know, let me just pull this here. Oh, Temple of Awoken High. This should work.
And
Yeah, that makes sense.
wrong folder. Here we go. Right folder. And bam. It's gonna be kind of snowy, which is completely not appropriate, but it'll work. It'll work.
Oh boy.
Let me rename this.
So we're heading to High Hrothgar. Got it.
It was summer, right?
Alright, gonna grab your tokens and send you to the map. Copy.
Actually, that reminds me of something.
East.
Is this where I get to learn to yell goats off the mountain?
Maybe. Feels bad, man. I saved over the map. Make your way to a temple. It is adjacent to the river. You're currently at one of its outskirt buildings. Appears to be some form of guest chamber. To the outside part of it, so over in this direction, there's the river, and there appears to be some form of water wheel powering up the entire complex. So the lighting around the area is all some form of not really electricity, but gas lighting, I would say. Be the most close to what it actually is.
Oh, propane. Nice.
The doors to the temple itself are currently closed, but as you approach, there would be some figures who would exit at your approach and grab their tokens. NPC.
Oh yeah, Leon, I probably should have brought this up earlier. Like in the hours we were traveling before.
Mm-hmm.
But what are we in relations to you? Are we like compatriots? Are you our lord? Like, how should I address you?
Lord will do.
Oh, okay.
If anything, they will recognize my face, so... Well, would Leon be referred to as a Lord Sablethorn, or how would he be referred to?
He would be referred to either Lord Sablethorn or Master Sablethorn or something akin to that.
Yeah, so he'll just say either Lord or Master will be fine.
This woman would exit the church and would approach. She is dressed in fine leather armor, a heavy cloak drapes her shoulders, and a bow strapped to her back with quiver upon her hip. She appears to be at least half elven, if not full elf.
Yeah, I see the knife here sticking out.
Watch your tongue.
Greetings, greetings, and welcome to the Temple of Cernunos. What can this humble servant help you with? She would give a slight bow.
My party and I have been traveling through the forest for the day, and we're simply try again. We are seeking shelter for the night, if that is all right.
That is, you are most welcome here.
Ooh.
Thank you. Did I get their name?
She did not give it.
And what is your name? Good priestess or
Priestess.
what is your name, priestess?
Near Rice.
Near us. I am Leon Sablethorn.
Do not often get royalty out this way. Pleasure to make your acquaintance, Master Sablethorn, and she would give a deep bow.
Yes, thank you. It's certainly not often I'm in these part of the woods, but the shelter would be much appreciated.
Well, you are most welcome here. And she would give a signal with her hand, and the doors would open, and the doors to the entire complex would open, so you're able to travel more than just the guest chambers.
All right, so anywhere where we can park our horses?
We have a stable out back. I can lead the horses there if you'd like.
I did not say it in character like that. But yes, thank you.
Very good. And she'll lead your horses away to the stable.
Suddenly, Leon gets a southern accent. What the hell?
Now, if you need anything, let myself or one of the priests here know, and we can provide you with food or drink. If you're in need of prayer, the temple is open to you. Let us know.
Thank you.
Don't suppose you have a repository of knowledge, a library of sorts.
We do, aye.
Would you mind very much if I had access to it? I prefer to be among books when I read my own.
I do not see an issue with this, no. You can tell she's a little iffy with you, but see Leon there, she's like, okay. Can't really deny the
Oh.
prince access.
If it'll make you feel better, I can stay with him, make sure he doesn't get into anything. Words.
Well, while the companion hungers for knowledge, I hunger for food. So I will take you up on your offer of food and drink, please.
Excellent. One of the priests here, and she'll have a priest who's doing just like carrying some books and looks up at her and like, huh? My order here can lead you to the meat hall.
Ooh, I like the sound of that. Bring me, my good sir.
Very good. Just grab this token. Pop him down. Where did I put him? This should be under.
Oh, in our moonwalk back. Oh, sorry. I'm Morgag, by the way. And this is Reverb.
Well, nice to meet you.
All right, Zahir, if you wish to head to the library, I shall accompany you. I think there's a couple of things I would like to read up on.
Excellent. And yes, Zahir al-Hepri, at your service.
Is Meyer.
And he'll do sort of his little, like, weird half bow thing.
Yes,
It almost looks like a curtsy, honestly. Like,
Whoa.
Very good, then.
but yes, to the library I go.
Alright, she'll lead you to the library, and Meyer will lead you to the mead hall, which is very Viking in appearance. Appears to be Midgardian / Sidonian themed. Perhaps this used to be a Sidonian temple, but now it is owned by the Subaltian.
Oh, this is an interesting architecture.
Leon's going to feel perhaps a slight bit awkward here, but he'll brush it off.
Right, well, here's the library. If you're in need of any specific books, let one of us know and we can perhaps find it for you. Otherwise, most books here are on Woods and the Beast Within. So, enjoy yourself, and need anything else, let me know.
Perhaps, if you don't mind my asking, on our way through here, we came across a city in the woods. Perhaps you know what I'm talking about, along the river?
Aye, the Qualastian elves. They are, tricky people. They are...
Not the friendliest sort, sir.
Aye.
Do you have any books pertaining to that city? I'm interested to read up on them.
Nothing on their actual culture they're like. We haven't really been allowed in, but we do have a few books on them, yes.
Well, if you could point me to one of them, I'm certain anything would be useful knowledge.
Of course. And she'll point you to a shelf in the back. Fairly small, only has about 3 books on it.
Alright, Leon will go ahead and take one of those books. Thank you. And find a seat and start reading.
Right.
Can I make a check to see if I can find any books that would pertain to the woods? Like, specifically any of the, like, large beasts of lore or anything like that. Something that's, like, if you killed it, people would be like, holy shit.
Yeah, make me an investigation. Unless you're asking about such a thing.
What are with these twos tonight? What is this? Deuce is wild.
Oh,
Shit.
you find a large shelf filled with books on beasts of the woods. If it's in there, it's gonna be on that shelf, but you don't find it. Yeah, anytime soon.
Just waste my time reading about spiders, I guess.
At least for a while before you get to a proper book.
I'm just eating with my new best friend Mer.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hey. So I'm gonna try and make small talk. Since I'm not too familiar with this religion. Leon, I mean, my lord, what's his name? Sable I say this in character.
I really hope he's doing that too.
I say this in character.
You're going to get a little bit of a look from that.
As we've approached the temple in his great wisdom, he explained that this represents the temple of god of the hunt, correct?
Oh,
Yes.
aye.
So I'm assuming all you cleric types and the priestess that welcomed us are also trained in the art of the hunt, shooting bows, shooting creatures, striking them, all that sort of fun stuff, right?
Aye. We are all trained in archery and swordsmanship.
So does that mean that there is an area here where one could train their archery? You have an archery range, right? Is what I'm asking.
Aye, there is an archery range here, yes.
Oh, are visitors also allowed to use it?
Well, you are, aye.
Yeah. Do you also sell archery equipment? Bows, arrows, and whatnot?
Aye, we do.
Oh. Are any of this stock, I don't know how to, blessed? You know, magic stuff.
Aye, we have several blessings upon bows here, although we also have normal bows that are not blessed.
Oh. Are they, are the types of bows you make, better than regular ones? I know, show him my bow.
You have a normal long bow or a short bow?
It's a normal longbow. It's a bit worn. It's I don't know if I sent you my stuff. Did I send you my stuff? I think I did. I'm pretty sure I did. This longbow. Well, it used to be my mom, and I'm not really sure how it compares. It does all right. I created a demon.
That in character?
What?
That in character?
That was in character, yeah.
Okay.
Well, I mean, apart the credit part, you can just the credit part is like I did shoot something big and dangerous really good once.
Well, the bow has some fine history to it, but the bows here are a bit more specialized.
Oh, how?
Well, we designed them to be able to strike true and further than a normal longbow.
Oh, is that right?
Aye.
And I'm assuming, are they for sale?
They are, aye. We have 3 different types.
Oh, do tell.
Well, we have the Great Bow, a powerful bow that can fire far away and deal relatively decent damage to the foe. It is often used in taking out elk and moose. Then we have the recurve bow that has tremendous range, but not as strong in the taking out of mighty beasts such as bears and the like. It'd be more of for deer or wolves. Then we have the ward bow. That thing can punch a hole through a knight's armor and take him out in one shot, assuming you are well trained. It also has the range a bit between the great bow and the recurve.
Ooh, I must say, and I hope this doesn't raise any red flags. The warbow is the one that interests me. But I'm a bit short of gold at the moment. Is there anything else I could do to maybe get a discount? Any task, any menial labor?
Now that you can help around the temple, cleaning things up, that would get you some coin, but as for tasks, there has been some things going on around here that could help with, you and your party, that is.
Ooh, of course, if it's something that the Lord would want to do, I'm sure I'll suggest it to him. What's this task?
Go to the world map and grab quests under this location.
Hey, I found a side quest.
Yeah, you did.
I found a side quest guy.
Seriously though, when you say a bow that can take down a moose, I threw something in there for scale because, like, I've seen moose. Moose are pretty fucking big.
Yeah, they are. They are. Like, you see the one in real life, and it's like, what the fuck is that?
Alright, GM notes, here we go. And quests. Well, one of our flock has been missing for quite some time now. They went off on a hunt 4 weeks ago, and they were supposed to return a week ago. They haven't been seen. They went off to the west, and they haven't been seen. The west, it's home to several caves and beast dens and a ruin. We think that he might have been caught up in some form of beast and trapped or lost. The ruin, perhaps.
The ruin? What's a ruin of?
It is an ancient elven settlement there that fell during the last war. It is yeah, he's kind of stroking his chin, trying to remember the name of it. Is Caradothan. That was the name, Caradothan. Go and type that into Discord.
Does does this ruin have any connections to the very abrasive elves that we stumbled upon to the northwest?
It
Oh,
has
okay.
some connection to them. It used to be an outpost of theirs. Now it is just a desecrated ruin, often a spot for adventurers to go and loot of the ancient elven artifacts down below. The elves up north in Korlost are not a fan of this, and often send patrols there to make sure that there are none, to raid its riches.
Hmm.
And that is now visible on the map.
Right, and no doubt you want a confirmation on whether or not, the worst happened.
Aye.
Hmm.
There's also a few other things of import that have been going on. A patrol to the Way Shrine across the river has spoken that it is how to put this, corrupt, is no longer active, and it is darkened. We are not sure what is going on with that, but perhaps one of your number, you do seem to have some those in arcane nature. Perhaps they could figure out what's wrong and maybe fix it.
You said this was called the Way Shrine?
The Korlost Way Shrine, and that is now visible on the map.
I'm putting all the side quests in the token notes. I probably should put in a notepad so I can also look at the map. Hold on, guys. Just...
Well, the loot sheet is available for such things. There's player notes available on there and all that. And lastly, there has been some sightings of a manticore nearby, and it hasn't killed anyone yet, but it has grown extremely aggressive and has flown ever closer. We fear that it will try to make its way here, and while we can take it out, we prefer that it avoided our place.
Yeah, of course, it's Strath after all. When was it? Where was it last sighted and when?
See, that would be a bit close to the way shrine, actually.
Ooh. Now let me just think for a brief moment. Are Manticore able to corrupt a shrine like that? I'm asking out of character.
Manticore are intelligent beasts, often leading slave armies of the lesser races such as goblins or kobolds. Like, their magical prowess isn't that strong, if any, but there have been crazier things known.
Some possible links, maybe. Oh, not that my lord would be interested in all of these wonderful tasks. Yeah, no, I will make sure that my lord hears of this, and I will suggest that we try and do as many as we can. After all, we are guests in your home, and the food is delish.
Yeah, of course.
Do you guys have a library that was mentioned before? Do you have information on these manticore creatures?
We do, aye. That'd be in the bestiary section of the library.
Good. In that case, I'm gonna finish eating, and I'm gonna go to the library.
Very good. Alright.
So here we'll see him come in and like go for the beast section and be like, "Don't waste your time. It's only books on spiders."
Spiders? I mean, if you're looking at the spider section, of course. But there's another section over here.
What?
Actually, wait. Let me do my investigation check. Oh, there you go. See?
Yeah, you find the section you're looking for on Manticores.
See? Look. Oh, where is Leon in the library as well?
Yeah, I'm just kind of sitting along the wall in one of the chairs, reading books about the, jerk
So-
elves.
So, hey, Lord Sabletorn.
Yes, Morka.
I spoke with the cleric downstairs while I was eating their delicious food. Turns out, we could probably help out these guys.
Are any of them nearby, or is it just us?
They're within earshot, but no one, like, within 30 feet or something like that. Basically, if you spoke loud, they could hear you, but if you spoke in a whisper, they couldn't.
Yeah, no, we're whispering. It's a library after.
Okay.
It's only polite.
So there are 3 tasks basically. One of them involves fighting one of their flock got lost to the west, and if you remember, the elves we met. One of the location that is also found in the west is a ruin, where he mentioned some elven artifacts we could retrieve as well. Though it might piss off the elves. Though after the way they treated us, no doubt that would be just a bonus. The second and the second and the third are maybe linked. I'm trying to look into it as I show the book on Manticores. Our shrine has been corrupted to the northeast. I think it's past the river. It's been corrupt. It's no longer active. And there's also a manticore that's been sighted there. They want to know what happened to the shrine, which I'm sure I and Zahir could investigate and figure out why it got stopped working. And well, if the manticore is responsible, and that's 2 birds with 1 stone, so to speak.
Okay, so a couple of things are going to go through Leon's mind. One, our party's capability, if the Manticore were to attack, to either combat it or escape. Any particular roles to figure that out?
Nature and martial. Nature to see if you know what a manticore is, and martial to determine strength versus your own.
I mean, I have the book right here. Would that give him advantage?
It would, yes.
There you go. I think I have advantage too.
Advantage on the nature roll?
On both.
Both. Okay.
I mean, 16's not so bad. Just reroll. There you go.
Alright. Let's see. We'll find my manticore.
Just a question, is this one of those open world games where we as a level 1 party could totally just get ourselves wiped by running into something that's like level 10?
Yes.
Okay, that's what I figured.
This is not Oblivion.
This is Gothic.
The world does not level with us.
So this is like Gothic? Awesome. I love Gothic.
Alright. With clever tactics and proper healing informations, your group could handle a basic manticore. This is one of greater intelligence. You might take some serious damage, could pull through it without any loss of life, but it is not guaranteed.
We are pretty beefy for level 1.
That is true.
Most of us have feats as well already.
We do?
A lot of people have ended up getting the birth signs that give you a feat.
Yeah, that's how I have be able to sneak around in medium armor.
Oh.
That's how I know all the languages.
And I just have crossbow expert because I'm boring.
All the language is worth knowing anyway.
Not Elvish.
Not useful.
It's alright. Although, if we go to the temple, the ruins, we could probably try and pick up some items, some artifacts.
We also have a job to do.
We do?
Nods head towards Sablethorn.
Yes, we were supposed to deliver a report to my father. However, while initially I was questioning why we wanted to lend unnecessary assistance to these people, obtaining artifacts could be of benefit. However, I'm guessing they've told us about these artifacts because they want them back, correct?
No, the artifacts have nothing to do with them. What's to the west is one of their hunters went missing, and they went missing when they were hunting towards the west, where there was a bunch of caves and a ruin that used to belong to the elves that we've met. It used to be one of their outposts, and apparently the ruin still holds some elven magical items. Although it'll piss off the elves, it'll, we might be able to retrieve something out of it. And getting on the good side of the good people here, I mean, isn't that what your political type like? Getting allies? Having people beholden to you and for favors and such?
I mean, you're not wrong.
Plus, their bows, really good quality. So, if you ever had an army and you needed to outfit them with wonderful bows.
The last time I saw you use a bow, you nearly shot down one of our allies, but...
Well, it was demon.
To be fair, he did hit what he was aiming at.
That's right. I'm surprisingly good with my bow.
I don't particularly care to help these people, but if you can get us something significant of note, then fine. If you wish to have a little distraction, but after this, we do need to be making our way back to the capital. Understood?
Right. But
Stop.
I must also suggest that we do at least try and go for the shrine as well. I mean, if the power has corrupted and it's become inert, if Zahir and I manage to recover it, that might also empower us.
Then here, a little task for you. Figure out which of these two you would prefer to do, which ones would benefit us the most, and we will take on that task.
I want to do them all.
I do not wish to stay here for long, so we will attempt one of them and make our way back to the capital.
The elven ruins would be the least detour, and I am inclined to them.
Are you not curious about the shrine?
Of course I'm curious about the shrine, but I'm saying that if the Lord is interested in moving on, this would be the least detour.
Yeah, that's true. What do you think, Varen?
I suppose it's up to Sablethorn.
Alright then, the ruins we shall go then.
Excellent!
And could I make a check to see whether or not the small library has anything on that particular elvish city?
I mean, I could hand you the book I was reading.
I mean, yeah. I don't know. See if I can figure out any additional information about it that might be helpful to us going out there. Would that be investigation still?
Yeah, your
I
book
guess-
is on the city of Koalost, and it doesn't really have that much information on it.
Should I roll investigation to see if I get any useful information?
I'm going to.
These fucking rolls.
Do you take me for a nerd?
I mean, there's a card catalog. You can just look up the book there.
That's what the servants are for.
It's called the Dewey Decimal System, and it's wonderful.
Do you think I pick up my own books?
Wait, hold on. I need to write this down. CRHOTSE.
Any hits for a 13?
In the meantime, I'm gonna, since we're not gonna do the Manticore thing, I'm gonna switch my my research on the ruin itself. Maybe they have a book on the ruin, so maybe we know what to expect. If there's traps.
Yeah, that's what I was trying to find for.
Oh,
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, so the 13 would be to see if I could find a book that was related to the ruins.
You would find one with 13, yes.
Can I make another roll to see whether or not there's anything good in it?
You can ask me questions, and I'll let you know if it has any information on that.
So it was destroyed in the last war. Were we aware of which force took it and whether or not they sacked the city?
The force that took it would be the Legion, and they did sack it. Hence it's being a ruin now. It wasn't a full-on city so much as just an outpost, kind of like a keep in the middle of the woods, effectively.
Would we know what their specialty would be? Like every city has sort of an industry or something that they're particularly existing for. So, was it an elvish hunting camp? Did they produce material, bows?
They appear to be. The book mentions that the city wasn't exactly a producer of anything, more so much so as a place to hold troops to keep the forest in that region defended.
Okay.
They're more of a drain on resources than anything, but the defense gained by it was why it was being drained.
Okay.
The region itself, the book speaks of an underground chamber which housed various supplies, but in that chamber there was a secret door that led to the actual spot of the elven outpost.
Interesting.
That ruin speaks of. Let me look again. Spoke of ancient burial chambers to the Elven lords of Koalost.
Interesting.
And he would be speaking a low tone as to avoid people overhearing him, but
Perhaps our archer friend would be interested in the tombs that lie below that outpost. And I would be interested in them as well. Perhaps they had interesting artifacts that they were buried with.
oh, tombs.
Well, I'm certainly interested in anything that can be of use. Artifacts sound useful.
Who knows? Perhaps you can find a crown to steal.
So here. Right. So, this is going to be our plan for tomorrow, then?
Yes.
I would be in agreement with that.
I'll have to be careful with the elves, though.
I'm certain we can handle a couple of them getting a little upset, so long as we don't piss off their entire city, we should be fine.
Alright, so before we retreat, I'm gonna try and fight Mir again. And tell him the good news. Hey, Mir. I've
Hi.
spoken to my lord, and we've agreed to go and check the ruins and find the missing hunter. Now, I'm sorry if you mentioned it, and I've forgotten, but what was his name?
That would be Din.
Dude,
Spelled that way. Well, I do appreciate your aiding of us. If you can find him or for a bit of it remains, then be sure to reward you, your party.
So, I don't mean to be cruel, but I have no other way of asking. Is there something in particular you're looking to get off of him? Like his holy symbol or...
Well, he will have the holy symbol to Sununos upon him, but as long as he is returned,
Ah.
whether body or alive, we'll be happy.
Good. Excellent. Oh. That was all. Just wanted to share some of the good news. Unfortunately, we don't seem to have the time to verify the shrine or the manticore near the shrine, unfortunately. But maybe in the future. Haha.
I understand.
And I'll turn around and I'll go back.
Alright.
Oh, look at that. We're doing good deeds.
You guys have a side quest. Haha.
It's all working according to plan. The necromancer's the good guy. I'm gonna trick the party into doing good things.
Yeah, you better make sure there's a good reward for each one of those damn quests.
Well, I mean, you read the book. There's artifacts and tombs.
Yeah, the only reason I'm going there, I couldn't give less of a shit if we actually
I'm gonna turn Lord Saber into the hero of the people.
Alright, so I assume from here not much else eventful happens.
Nothing too crazy. So you guys take your rest.
Speaking of taking a rest, now feels like a good time to take a quick 5-minute break.
Well, if I might propose something, if you want to make this a shorter session, and we can wait for next week when, assuming Sultan will be back, we can have our full 5-man party.
I agree.
This place would be a good spot to introduce him. That is true.
Probably,
Yeah. That actually does sound like a good idea.
You can
Good.
sacrifice another Rich.
For a brief moment, I kind of
You
forgot.
can go find another woman to sacrifice.
I mean,
Yeah, there's someone right there. Look.
yeah, but Leon actually, I don't know, he kind of finds how do you pronounce that? Nia? Naya?
Like, it's great to have all these waifus, but where's my orc
Naya.
woman waifu?
Look at her. She's got wonderful blood. Be nice.
Wonderful blood.
Yeah,
But,
but she's even a bit more attractive than the last one.
She's got huge tracts of land.
Tracks of land.
Oh my god.
They said I couldn't build a castle in the swamp, so I did it anyway. Then sang it to the swamp.
Why
You
not?
know, for a brief moment, I forgot that Sultan dropped his demon, and I was like, oh yeah, that's gonna be fun. Demon shows up in the church.
Wait, is he not playing the demon?
Apparently not.
He'll keep changing his character most weeks, honestly, but it's fine. It gives Sage an exercise in introducing characters at random points in campaigns.
I mean, I've done that before. I'd had a player who changed characters constantly, so you know.
I mean, if anything, he could still show up with his demon, just meeting us outside the temple somehow. So
I gotta say, I really like playing Zahir.
There we
I
go.
like being
Here's
inappropriate hobgoblin.
here's your picture. Just, see your full.
Ooh.
yeah, you see, Leon actually might find her somewhat attractive.
Yeah, see, that's his type. That's a bada bing. Gotta get the knife ears in there.
The knife.
The red hair and the knife ears.
Although to be fair, she probably wouldn't stick around when she realizes what Leon's actually trying to do. So
I mean, my character still has no much of an idea. He's just following along because hey, you got me free,
Right.
and you're letting me do necromancy eventually when that happens.
So what is your plan?
I run.
I think for now, basically just calling it a night, and then we could just end the session and wait for Sultan.
Yeah. Because
sounds good.
because that way you can introduce him. Then we could do our side quest.
I'm okay with it.
Throw him to the wolves when the elves attack, so he can have his next character ready for the next.
And I can have the proper temple map made.
Make dinner.
As
Alright.
so sad.
Awesome.
So sad that this map was freaking. It was a nice map. I worked. Sad.
It's alright.
This is a nice map.
Maptos
This
does
is a nice
that.
map. Yeah, this is a map I made.
I
for
like this
me.
map. This is a nice map.
That's a nice.
Yeah, he's a good map. It's the weather is a bit wrong, but other than that, we can just use our imagination. It's not snow, it's grass.
You
Yep.
stay the night, and then in the morning,
All right. Well, we're gonna call it here then. I thank everyone for showing up for the stream. Next week we'll be full on 5-man party, hopefully, and we will be going through the Elven Ruins. It'll be fun. There'll be some combat. I think it'll be the actually first combat, because technically everything before that has just been shooting at party members or assassinating someone you're getting it on with. Normal things that happen.
as
in
you
D&D.
do.
We never got to go to the bunny bar. Are we going back?
Yeah,
The
that
bunny
bunny bar
bar.
is totally a brothel, by the way.
I
Yeah.
fucking knew it. Damn you! Damn you!
We had enough fade to black in the first session.
Yep. All right.
But not for us.
Goodbye, stream.
Bye.